Hey everybody, it's KZ. Welcome back to more Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. In the last one, a random Satanta ruined the episode. I have since subjugated him into slavery for the rest of his days. How we doing? So, we've got some new guys. So I thought it would be appropriate to read through some of these, and then we can get on with continuing some Shinagawa stuff. So, we already got you. Baphomet, an idol commonly worshipped by the Knights Templar. A demon with the head of a goat. This figure later became the idol of worship for witches as well. Yeah, sure. I don't like you, but you are one of my best guys now. A brave young man in Celtic mythology, after defeating a fierce guard dog, he volunteered to take its place, thus earning himself Cullen's Hound as a nickname. That makes sense. I think this thing I don't know if in every one of these games, evolves into Cuchulainn, which I always associate as the Tam Lin model, but white. Because that's the only difference, is their armor color, if I remember correctly. Let's see, who else we got in here that's new? We got Thoth. This is the funny Egyptian monkey guy. An almighty god of Egyptian lore with the head of a baboon. He stands opposite Seth, the god of evil, and sides with Osiris and Isis, the gods of good. Let's see, we also got Quetzalcoatl, an Aztec creator deity known as the Feathered Serpent. He is identified as the sun and is also known as the god of wind and the giver of breath. He is said to have created humans by sprinkling blood on the bones of people from a previously created world and acts as the guardian of their fertility and culture. According to legend, the planet Venus is actually Quetzalcoatl's heart. Now that one just kind of came off as really raw. We got Parvati. This beautiful goddess of love is one of Shiva's wives in Hindu mythology. She won Shiva's love despite the fact that he was an ascetic. I don't know what that means. Hold on. Define ascetic. I'm getting aesthetic. Oh, man! You can never count on technology anymore. Okay. No, I can't give up now. I will simply open Chrome and find out what an ascetic is. I was thinking about giving it up, though. A person who practices severe self-discipline and abstains from worldly pleasures. Ah! Okay. She managed to get him to hit despite him not being interested. Despite him, being, I don't know, is it celibate would also be another one? Anyway, we got Haridi. A Buddhist goddess, also known as Kishimojin. She was originally an evil devil who ate children. But when Buddha hid the most beloved of her 500 children, she was stricken with sorrow, having been taught the pain of losing a child. She then became a good god and started eating pomegranates instead of children. Well, it's a good thing that she got a new hobby. Then Karasu Tengu, a member of the Tengu race. They do not have the long nose that usually represents the Tengu, but as the name Karasu, crow, suggests, they are said to have a sharp beak similar to that of a crow, harbor an evil nature, seeking to corrupt people by haunting them. That's great, man. Alright, that's all the ones that I seem to have here. We can probably read up some more when we go back to a ley line, but I thought as a fun bit, we would try and fight this thing down here. I don't even know what level it is. But the Girimekhala in his horrible little shithole. Maybe we can get something done. Anyway, here's our party setup. I've changed a couple of things. I changed up Essence stuff a little bit. So we have Ruinous Thunder in place of Zionga because it's basically a Zeodyne. Heavy electric to one foe. And of course we have Inflaming Divinity. Boom Boost Life Spring. That stuff's normal. Endure is on Nejatizi. I forget if I got that in the last episode or not. Also, since we made Baphomet, he's great. Increases damage of users' dark attacks based on the dark skill potentials of allies, so that might help him out. He's already a +4 on that, which is pretty good. Enhanced by Pleroma. That's going to give a flat percentage increase to the damage on it. We got Satanta here. So, we're going to find out why this thing killed me last episode. Surrogate Guardhound. While an active party, crit hits will deal more damage for user and avatar, holy beast, and wild or demon allies. Fatal Sword. Medium physical attack, high chance of landing crits. Great. Great. I wonder why I got completely washed in the last episode in basically one hit. We also got Deathbound, Mepatra, Marakunda. I gave him Beast Eye for more accuracy and Endure so he can, like, live through some stuff. And this should be our team. We should be fine. We do have some good second stringers here with Thoth, the ladies, and Daisojo. But, we're gonna give this a try. I've already saved. So if we're dead, we're dead. We haven't fought a giant enemy in this game yet. That is 40. No. Play it out. Play it out. What am I, a coward? Weak to lightning, wind, light. But it reflects physical, so we gotta get certain someone out of here immediately. Elephantine Ricochet increases damage dealt when repelling attack based on the number of weaknesses user has. Oh, okay, so reflects on this guy do an insane amount. Great. Got Mamudum, Marakunda, Deathbound, Crusher, Onslaught. This is not a good position at all. Okay, so you can hit weaknesses on some stuff. So what we'll do is we'll get a free hit of that. I can't believe I'm actually trying shit. Like, what am I? Let's see. Impaler's Glory greatly increases the next attack against Pierce. Okay, that's not great. That's not particularly good here. We're gonna get those extra ones in here. You have, like, nothing, right? Yeah, you have nothing. So there's no point in even having you out here. If you can't hit weakness, if you can't achieve anything particularly interesting. Who do we got in here? Let me check weaknesses again. What are we looking to do? Lightning. Okay, lightning, light, and wind. Okay, so we could totally run Parvati. Parvati could be good. I'm thinking, yeah, honestly, yeah, I think we could do that. Yeah, it comes down to, like, who has the better magic stat. What's hers at? 45? Oh, yes, go in.
Let's go.
I don't know why I'm pretending. You know, I'm pretending this is winnable until it gets a turn. As soon as it gets a turn, it's over. Let's see, what's it most commonly going to do? Well, seemingly, it's most commonly going to do a physical. So, why don't we put up a dampener? And see what we can pull off here. Okay, here we go. All right, dampener mattered. Let's fucking do it. All right, so here's the plan. The highest damaging thing I think I can do is Inflaming Divinity on Neja Taiji. Because I believe this buffs up any special skill they do, including Magatsui skills. So let's Freykugel EX it. Here we go. Yeah, that was almost 1,000 damage, and we still have a move. There we go. He was able to break 1K just on his own. Look at this special little guy. Okay, let's see. Next up, I'm thinking Bowl of Hygeia. This buffs how good healing is and lets you heal above character's max limit. And we got a bit of a Ruinous Thunder.
Ruinous Thunder.
It looks impressive, but the damage was not particularly high. All right, and you're gonna end us off here. Guard, why not? Here we go. Attack, Owl. That's not the worst. Honestly, not the worst. We could be way worse off. All right. I'm thinking, oh yeah, we have a concentrate gem as well. Single target, though, so it's not amazing. We're going to bet on him going for physical. I'm going to hope that he doesn't go for dark. Hold on, depends. Is that Mamudoon? Yeah, it is. So it is spread. But here's hoping. Hold on. Am I weak to dark? Okay, we're going to guard with Nahobino by the end of the turn, is what I've learned here. Because I do not need to get embarrassed in that way. Not today. Alright, let's heal up. There we go. Some people have higher health than normal. You can tell it's highlighted green now, our value. Okay, guard so we don't get full wipe. Okay, here we go. We're fine. Okay, we're fine. Didn't have to worry about shit. Then we counter with Golden Ring, which did nothing. Thank God it doesn't reflect in positions like that. That could have been horrible. Okay. All stats greatly up. She's gonna finally start casting, I think. Thank God for Boon Boost. We're able to keep these buffs up for way longer than usual. This game really doesn't want you having buffs for that long. Heavy Light, go for it. Ooh, we're actually doing it in a way that I did not think possible. We're actually kind of getting something going here. I'm gonna do Dark Dampener because I'm gonna try and do a read. And you are pretty much out of juice entirely. Is there a better choice here? A lot of these people will completely fold to most things that are going on here. You know what? Just guard for now. Maybe I can give you some NP back. Marakunda, that's quite bad. And there goes the dampener. Okay, and I need MP as well. This is not good. We're running out of gas. All right, this is gonna be a bit of. This turn's gonna be kind of a bust, but it's fun. We're gonna pass on you. We're gonna hit change. We're gonna bring in Bone Man. We need another turn, so let's go grab one. Alright, we're gonna, from here, I can reapply Inflaming Divinity, because if we can get Nezha Taiju to stay alive, that's a free 1,000 damage next turn, because we're definitely gonna hit the Magatsui gauge max from it. It doesn't matter what I go here. Actually, let's see. This guy resists all of them except Sleepy's weak to, so let's breach. Yeah! Yeah! Hit the deck, folks. We got a Mega 10 player that's using status effects. I know, it's scary, isn't it? Alright. Lock in, baby. EX! Ooh, we put him in the red. Oh, we love to see it, folks. Preach to the choir, baby. Alright, what next? Pass it up. Soma drop. Taiji, you definitely need some stuff. Hit him with that wind. Preach. Ooh, we got you charmed. Maybe that'll do something. That's not so far. And he's gonna pop off next turn. That is dangerous as hell. Ruinous Thunder. Zanma. Breach is a mess. But it's a status effect move, so the punishment for missing isn't nearly as bad. Ruinous Thunder. We're gonna win! Get his ass!
Let's go.
Ha ha, baby! Oh, basically like 10 levels under par. Never fucking punished a full-ass level off that fight. Man, SMT5 on Switch was terrible with this. Where you had way less hope of being able to pull shit off like that because of scaling. Alright, well, that's a good kill. This episode's already making up for me sucking ass fucking in the last episode. Alright, with that guy dead, which I believe is a quest, too. I don't know where it is, but it is definitely a quest that you can go take. Involves dealing with that little guy. Anyway, we have a couple quests I can turn in because I already did the requirements for him. Yeah, this is the one where you have to kill 10 Mothman, capture him in the pot. You're the best. You really got my Mothman. It's completely full. I see them all fluttering around. This is for you. Ooh, you can't just be giving out your essence to any young they then. That's crazy. Okay. Let's see. Next up, we have another quest that we can turn in. Where is that even at? Ah, it's near the ley line. Let's go check some of the other things I fused lore-wise. Then we can turn that in and then move on. Apotheosis. Oh yeah, also, I went back and got every single Memon from the previous region. Any that I could noticeably find while messing around here and opening any treasure from areas we've already visited that I just didn't find where the treasure was at. So we have a lot of points. I went ahead and already picked up, I don't remember which one it is. Yeah, it's demon proficiencies to give our demons more slots to match us, which we did the last episode. So that's going to help us out a decent bit. Let's see if any of these that I need. Great chance of gaining initiative. Reduce the amount of Maka demons demand. That's not as bad for me. A lot of these I have to run under the idea of, like, what's useful? I use Mitamas for money, and occasionally the experience ones for grimoires to help my demons out, but I don't really use the DLC Mitamas to give you glory, because I feel like that would completely breaks the game's balance in half. But this, it's like, okay, just to keep people up to date. That's not too bad. If auto battle's active when an ally reaches 0 or incapacitated, it will stop. That's just, are you stupid? Like, pay attention. We're gonna finally get Wellspring now. The 150, might as well pick it up. An ally's MP will recover when guarding. That could be decent. When guarding is attacked, it will increase a little. That's good if we're fighting something pretty tanky, and I feel like I need to do a full party guard. Art of Essences. Yeah, we're gonna pick that up. Gives us more skills to select. Yes, all of this. And these can also be pretty good. Any of these that I want, though? Not for me personally. A lot of these are like for Nahobino. And the only ones that matter for Nahobino that I would be using would be Almighty Mastery for Sakanagi. And perhaps like support masteries. Yeah, I think support masteries really. But yeah, they're too expensive. They're too expensive. We can get over it. So checking some of the other demons we ended up picking up. Let's see, ones that we haven't examined yet. Nekomata. Incarnations of long-living cats in Japanese mythology. They can speak to humans and, depending on their power, can do various things. Some can turn to humans, while others can have the dead do their bidding. Oh, that's great. You know, you had me in the first half. Jatayu. I went back and killed this thing from the first area. Not too bad. Hindu King of Birds. Fought bravely against Ravana in an attempt to save Sita, the wife of Rama, the 7th avatar of Vishnu. Unfortunately defeated. We definitely read that one. How about Huapo? Tree spirits in Chinese mythology that are born when 3 or more people hang themselves from the same tree. They take the form of a beautiful woman in white clothing. However, they are much smaller in size than a human. They cannot talk, though they can chirp like birds. Okay, cool. Here's Fornius. Big fan of this guy with... When an ally with kept waiting is in the active party, users' stat debuffs will lower stats by 2 ranks. Interesting. It works with, like, Dakarabia for like, an SMT Nocturne synergy. One of the 72 demons of the Ars Gotia. He appears as a great sea monster and is skilled in many languages in addition to being a master of rhetoric. Did we get the chicken? Yeah, dark dragon from northern Africa marked by wings and a crested crown. And the name means king of snakes. That's great. What a great guy. I got black ooze. That's right, it's slime, but black. An amoeba-like monster that attacks and eats people. Supposedly, it's actually a demon that failed to take form and now roams in search of Magatsuhi. It is said that when a slime's ability to absorb Magatsuhi goes out of control, it transforms into a black ooze. It's funny when you get demons here that are actually just talking with regards to Megaten itself and not actual real myth, you know? Yeah, we definitely did this one. Yeah, we definitely did that one. I think we're caught up then. No, we got a couple of them down here. Did we do Yakshini? Yeah, we talked about how she's got curves and shit. Pisaka. A type of demon in Hindu mythology that rises from the vices of men, such as criminals, drunkards, and adulterers. Known to feast on the flesh of corpses, it is said that it can possess a human by entering through their mouth, or it'll plague them until it is driven away through magic or medicine. It is also said that anyone who looks upon one directly is guaranteed to die within 9 months. Okay, that's great. Dis. Figures in Norse mythology considered to be spiritual companions of humans. While they're said to be protectors of agriculture and livestock, they're also known as masters of war. They are sometimes regarded as spirits that accompany the Valkyrie, or play a similar role, also interpreted as lesser goddesses. We can't be forgetting Mothman. A cryptid sighted in West Virginia from the 1960s to the 1980s. It has red, shining eyes and was known for the fin-like appendages on both sides of its body. It's been said to walk on 2 feet and fly without moving these appendages. It has a keen sense for blood, which allows it to easily track its prey. Eyewitnesses said that a UFO was sighted when Mothman appeared, so many believe it to actually be an alien. And the only other ones that are coming to mind here, because I'm pretty sure we got Naga already, would be Siranup, which is from SMT4 Apocalypse. Fox in the Ainu language, though Sumari is another word for fox. Chiranupu refers to those who we kill, and is also said to be the general word for small to medium-sized animals. In Ainu culture, it is also a divine beast that alerts people to forthcoming disasters by howling loudly from the mountains. These guys are useful. You run into these in the open world of the each dot region, and you can pay them an amount of Maka to mark every Mimon in the area on the map, which is pretty useful. Then we got Loa, a group of divinities worshipped in voodoo religion. Of the many hidden entities mentioned in religious doctrines, the ones that influence human activities in the earthly realm are known by this name. It's said that those aligned with Shadow also possess powerful dark magic. Alright, well, that's our getting into the lore part of the episode done. Next step, of course, would be that quest. So that is all the way westward. Let's ley line cross over there. I also unlocked the ley line to our west that I'm pretty sure I was close by and then died to Satanta in the last episode, so I decided to put it off. Any luck finding those ice gems? Here you go, dude. Thank you. Returning a lot of Mimon got me a elemental gem set, so I was able to make up for not having these earlier. Alright, so we got that done. We still have some glory fruit that we could pick up over there, but who knows how I get to that. That said, I want to get it. I saw that just now and went, I'm an idiot. I should have gotten that off screen, but I guess we can do that now. My thoroughness on this game's interesting. I'm in this position where I'm not going to 100% it, but I want to be relatively thorough. That it's like, you know, if you watch through the Let's Play as we play it, we cover a decent amount of the game. We're going through only one of 2 routes, but here we go. This is what we're for. But it feels like you get a good amount out of here. Let's see, what are these? Oh, these are Valvry? Whatever those things are. Oh, thank God that was a thing and not a demon to fight. Whew! Alright, that was a little dicey. And we got it. Okay. let's get back to where we're actually going. And let's do that. I guess we can go right in from here. I think I don't think there's really a problem with that. We have a couple of quests apparently there. I tried to ignore anything that was happening here, just tapped this and moved on. Let's see, we got a quest over there. And then we have one in the building proper. Nope, ain't doing it, absolutely not. Oh, Father, please listen to reason. How long are you going to cling to those outdated old traditions? We have to join forces with the other gods. It's the smart thing to do. You're a damn fool, is what you are, boy. Throwing away your pride so you can go with the crowd. You remember all those years ago how I wanted to be known as the god of all knowledge and stories? Well, who's gonna worship and glorify the names of Anansi and Onyakopan now? And just what is that supposed to... Yeah? You cut it out with that talk. We got company. You're embarrassing us both. Do you mind? We're trying to have a family discussion here in the middle of a field. Hello, I'm Nahovino. Okay. Can't say I've ever heard that one, but we're new to these parts ourselves. No denying you got a real presence to you. I can tell you're a god who's made a name for himself. So sorry, brother, but we're in the middle of a important conversation. Now, come on, Father. I want a real answer. We can gain much from standing with Bethel. Please reconsider. I'm done talking about it. All them highfalutin gods in Bethel got it into their heads that they're the greatest god there is. You want me to just hand over my whole dang mythology to that scheming creator of theirs? Don't be stupid. We're supposed to be the kings of all stories. King of what land, Father? Of what people? We're awfully naked for king. We've lost the faith of many who once worshipped us. They're followers of the God of Law now. We've got to gather more believers, Father. You can't deny we've lost most of our influence anyway. Abdiel said as long as you consent, I can add you to Bethel right away. One more test then, and if you win this one, join whoever you like. Bethel, Kethel, Schmethel, I don't care. Haha, now you're talking. My legs itch for a game. It's been a long time since I competed with Father. I didn't say I was doing it. You'll be up against our guest. Want to involve an outsider in this? It's an important decision. My boy, I'm your father, but I ain't a fool. I know you're a trickster through and through, and so am I. But you know all my tricks by now. Question is, do you know his? You. Okay, right? I could tell you had something strange to you the moment I laid eyes on you. Sorry for dragging you into this, but do you think you could teach my fool of a son a lesson with this here challenge? Much obliged. And how exactly would you have us compete? You two are going on a demon hunt. Let's see, how about hunting 2 or more basilisks? Whoever hunts more of them wins. If you don't get at least 2, you lose. Let's call your time limit how long it takes for a new moon to turn into a full moon. While this quest is in progress, increased Matama spawns granted by add-on comment will be well, they're off anyway. Begin the match. Good answer. Get this show on the road. And you're off. Made sure to heal, right? I didn't. Oh no.
Listen. Now then.
I have one more thing to say to you. I'd like to give you some info that'll help you win the match. What are you plotting? Well, I can see why you'd be wary, but you'll want to listen to this. I promise you won't regret it. Truth is, if you won this exchange, it would actually work out nicely for me too. Anyway, all you have to do is listen. I'm not saying you have to believe me. Ignore my advice at your leisure. Remember carefully, I won't get another chance to tell you with Father keeping an eye on us.
Now then.
If you want to track down Basilisks, you can find them mostly around here. Just head for the exact point, you're bound to win, no question. My goal is to join Bethel no matter what. All the song and dance are just set up for that goal. What I need is for you to hand me a complete and utter defeat. Until next time. I mean, I feel like the whole thing was if he wins, he gets to do that. But whatever. I'm not the trickster god over here. There we go. Let's get ourselves nice and refreshed. Did they unmark the ones that he just showed me? What a dick! Okay, well, let's see if we can deliver the utter defeat. I have my own doubts on that, but alright. So these are new demons added to the Vengeance version of the game. Some nice African demons added into the mix. It's always exciting when they bring in some new ones that aren't necessarily main plot focused, but just things that are filling out and adding more mythology stuff there. Good to get some more stuff in here from Masayuki Doi, who pretty much took over much of the Mega 10 stuff from Kaneko. I feel like it slowly started happening like a little bit after Shin Megami Tensei 4, because that one had a bit of a weird development. Then it 4 Apocalypse kind of really started settling in more Doi-centric looks for demons and stuff. Because 4 ended up focusing on guest artists for a lot of stuff. So it ended up having a bit of a weird range in the quality, I feel like, of the designs. They certainly looked unique, but a lot of stuff just kind of didn't fit the general style, so I really wasn't a fan of a lot of stuff there. But usually when Doi touched up a lot of those in 4 Apocalypse, I tend to take to them way more. See, the problem with him saying, I'll give you an idea where these things are, is that, unfortunately, the fucker didn't keep it on the map the whole time. It's very inconvenient. That's 1 Basilisk. That's not enough, my friend. I need more. Alright, if we can just find another one, that'd be swell. Mahama, we're good. Rakarm, yeah, sure. I feel like I had trouble with this quest even the first time I played it too. I think I fell for the same shit of just assuming that they were gonna keep the enemies on the map. Horrifically inconvenient doing it like this, and failed. There it is. There it is, folks. We've truly proved how good we are. All right, do it again. God damn it. Yo, what's up? Time for the big reveal. Looks like Anansi bagged 0. K took 1. So ain't neither you hit the target. Suppose that makes it a draw. Too bad, Anansi. Sounds like you ain't ready to join Bethel. You must be joking. K surely wants a rematch as well. Well, sorry for the trouble, but could you challenge him again? Yes. Begin the match. Damn, he doesn't like pop up to give me any more info this time. That's too bad. All right, I guess we'll keep looking. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's Dazai.
It's you.
Any signs of Atsuda's sister? I'm sorry, I'm doing a quest for Africa right now. Well, I'm gonna look around a little while longer. You mind going to check on the fairy village?
Young man.
Ichiro Dazai seems to have changed somewhat since the attack in the school. What do you suppose prompted it? He steeled himself. So he became more determined to face the threats instead of running away. Not unlike the Saint, after she spoke with Yoko Hiromine, she reflected on her own actions and so found new strength and conviction. She refuses to be stopped by despair. Instead, she views her failures as a stepping stone. No one actually wants to fail, of course, but it's strange that it can make people stronger. Young man, no matter the despairs you face, know that you will always have my support. You're the most supportive guy I know.
Multiple life readings from the southwest.
There we go. Fear Village is actually way farther out than I remember. Lord. Anyway, back to this quest. The search for snake chickens continue. I'm sure we did this real early. Oh, I doubt this is gonna help at all, but... we have a squad of dis over here. Yeah, there's their essence. Sadly, yeah, that was pretty much nothing, and now we're halfway done. Halfway done, and still have not fucking found it. I wish he would have cheated and told me where they were again on the rematch. Oh wait, we got two of them right here. Granted, one of them's glowing, but I'm just gonna hope for the best here, dude, because otherwise we're fucked. Oh, you're so fat. This is gonna be a little scary. Yeah, it's gonna be null. Yeah, light's gonna have to be the answer on that one. Do you think this thing's gonna kill me on this turn? We'll see. Waters of Youth. Ah, a 100% heal and Resetsu Feast. Oh my god, you're such a dick. Are you kidding? Thank God I have a Dispel Charm. You are so rude, dude. Alright, pass. Big fat miss. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go into Inflaming Divinity. We're gonna do it on the next turn on the off chance this thing's health is that high that it can tank this and then heal itself again. Bro, not again! No! Oh my god, all of my hard work has been ruined! I only have one of these spells, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's rough. Whatever, maybe this will be enough anyway. Oh, it would have been so much more, though. I've been robbed. Oh, you dick. Ah! It didn't occur to me that it was just going to heal again. I don't know why it didn't occur to me, really, because it's been doing that the whole time, but fuck, man. Get Satanta back in here. We need some damage stat. Ooh, nice crit. You're a fucking predator, dude. Oh man! I don't like you! You know, we had double down to accuracy. Was shocked we even got that many hits in. You fucker! I'm gonna fucking jump! How much MB do you guys have? What, infinite? No, I can't. Just get out. Just get out. Get out. I'm going to crash out over this fucking guy, and it's not gonna be good. We must win this battle. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it by finding another normal one. We're gonna try and get back to the other one that we've run into multiple times. It's gonna be okay. Ooh, nice random crit there. Yeah, we have to go through this building. 3 phases away. 3 phases away. See, I'm fucking so scared. Because I know there's one around here. At least I thought. Limited my movement, because we're only down to 2. That's a Pasaka. That's not what we need. There it is. Dodge the Kelpie. There we go. All we need is 2. All we need is 2, and we're done. I don't need to give them like a massive defeat. I just need them to get to be defeated, you know, just generally. We can go a C's, get degrees type of thing for this, I think. I don't think it'll be much. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a much easier way to get back. That was a nice way to, like, cheese the amount of time you got, too. There we go. Just wait for the phase to change. Let's see. 1 and 2. Good hunting out there. You hit the target easy as pie. Well, no hard feelings, Anansi. We agreed no more talk about this. I'm pathetic. I've come to learn my own immaturity and it pains me. How could I hope to join Bethel? So incompetent. Please forgive me. Dry those tears. Don't worry about joining Bethel. I can stop worrying about joining because you think it's fine. That is yourself, it's a fine idea. God dang it! Thank you. With your words and my silver tongue, I'm sure Abdiel will be happy to welcome. After all, I'm the king of stories. I'm good at telling them. Why the hell do you die? That I already told you, I'm your father. You think I don't know what kind of malarkey you try to pull? Whatever it is you're planning, I can guess it all. I'm gonna tie you up good where no one can get to you. Okay, so the plot of this one is he's like, I want to join Bethel. He's like, I don't think you should. And then he tricked him into saying yes, and he's like, I'm just gonna assault you and make you do it. This is what we call toxic parenting. Anya Capone, bad person. Shitty nose. I'm just saying, all he wanted to do was, like, live his life the way he wished. But, unfortunately, your boomer dad. Like, no, I don't think so. But whatever, I don't really go here. But, generally, it's kind of fucked up. Might as well set it up so you can go hunting as much as you'd like. He's like, if you want to, like, repeat this bad quest concept, feel free. You can just talk to, I guess, this Nyami. Typical toxic parents, man. Can't do that. God forbid someone want to join an angelic organization, dude. God forbid men do anything. I like how he's like, I could plan anything for tricks, and all it was assaulting him. It's like, I imagine it's like, I tricked you in a mind game, so now I get to go over here, and he's like, I planned for this, and he shoots him in the head with a gun. Like, I don't really know if that exactly was a great, great outwitting of someone else. I saw a human wearing a hat just down the passageway. He had incredible fire in his eyes, like he just made up his mind about something. That's great, Snake Skull. Really appreciate your assessment of Dazai, I guess. We have another powerful demon we could fight, and I also kind of want to get the fruit of glory up there. So We have like a couple of incentives to do something, so we might as well. We've been going for a little bit, but we can definitely push forward a little more. First, let's get Kumbhanda or whatever this guy is called. He's hiding somewhere in here. I can sense his awful presence. 3 ice gems. Oh, how about that? There you go. That solves that quest right there without much problem. Okay, I'm trapped down here. I did not mean to be down this far. At the very least, I thought for general progression. Okay, but... here we go. Alright, here we go. So this guy's a battle we have to do for a quest anyway, I believe. So good that we're just taking care of it now. Spyglass him. This is Kumbhanda, Dark Chaos, demons of Buddhist origin, known for draining the life energy of humans. It is said they often change shape and take on the form of a gourd. They stand 3 meters tall with red hair and dark skin and have a body of a human with the head of a white horse. They once served at Rudra, but according to Buddhist scriptures, they now follow Xochitl of the 4 heavenly kings. Okay, don't use wind, use electricity. Understood. Pass it up. Let's lower that defense. Inflaming divinity. And Rakunda here. Alright, we are trying to maximize the Magatsuhi hit we do. Oh, it's going to fucking feel amazing. Okay, this is about as hard as I can hit this for a free action without really trying too hard. So, here we go. Bam! 1423. That's a new damage record for us. Fucking yeah, dude. Alright, pass it up. And I'm gonna need some juice for next turn. Okay, he's really going for it. Alright, what do we think he's gonna run with on this next one? Honey Trap. When a user guards an attack, chance to counter with a severe. Ooh. Dark Sword. He could do Dark Sword, but I'm thinking Mazanma's what he's gonna go for. Because it's spread. They tend to want to do a big spread whenever they're going for a Magatsuhi attack. Marakunda, he's about to lose the debuff.
Ruinous thunder!
Not bad. Called it. And Golden Ring proc. Very nice. Alright, pass it up. Inflaming Divinity reapply. Alright, we're almost there. Ooh, he's going for it again. Thank God we are more than prepared to finish this up. Give this to Succubus. Something on the ground. Kumbhanda's bottle. Alright, well. That'll come in handy for whenever a Succubus, I guess, needed that. Okay, then now that that's cleared up, let's find a way to get to the top of this parking garage. It's crazy how much I prefer this area. I feel like is when the game really starts getting going. It could be because I'm hyper familiar with the first chunk of the game. Like, that could possibly be the thing, but I just generally really like the second area of SMT5 a lot more than the first. I think the stark red color adds a little bit of sauce to it compared to just a big golden desert. You see that kind of everywhere. What I will say is that I'm not. I will say the area that you do in Canon of Creation is entirely different than Canon of Vengeance for the next area we do. Each route has a different third zone, and I vastly prefer Vengeance's third zone. Third zone in Canon of Creation in the original game, much more of a pain in the ass. Happy that I'm not going to have to deal with that in this LP at all. Alright, so now we're at the top. At the top, we got what we needed. There is a quest in the building over here. We can figure out how to get inside. Ah, it's up. Higher floor, so let's climb up here. Ah, there's Succubus. Hey there, tall, dark, and handsome. I'm Succubus. Got a moment? You didn't meet a demon named Kumbhanda on your way here, right? We used to be close. We're both, well, dark horses in our own separate ways. But the guy's been through a lot. Now he's back to being how he used to be, a senseless, violent ogre. Before his relapse, he even got in a place on the side of a guardian deity. He was like one of the best in that circle. Totally respected. So I kind of need your help. Performing his rites, I guess. I want you to put him out of his misery. It's gotten to the point where I don't think he remembers who he is anymore. It's selfish. Don't like seeing him like this. The guy I knew wasn't some mindless monster. Cool of you to help, even though it's kind of a personal thing. Huh? You beat him already? Then that bottle in your hand, would that be... I see. You wanted me to have this, huh? Mysterious bottle that can drain sexual energy from humans. Kumbhanda was always one of the best. You could have seen the way he used this bottle. He was a real master. Oh, man, I don't want to know anything more about this bottle. I know you had to get your hands dirty, but really, I'm grateful. I won't forget them. Night towels. Let's see. Magatsuki skill Soul Drain. Heavy level almighty HP and MP drain attack to one foe if you got the Night Race installed. That's what I'm talking about. Give me a nice little relic. We have some treasures we can pick up there, but I think we can get away with just heading north. Or like northwest? Like whatever gets us access to the next ley line. All right, let's get out of here. I don't have any energy. Man, I can't wait for when they put out their next big, the next big Megaten RPG that's like entirely new. Whether it's a sub-series thing, like the Devil Survivor games were, or something mainline, or like the next Persona-related thing. I'm just really excited. There's nothing. Atlas RPGs just hit different for me. Press turn's my favorite style of it from a combat perspective. It just feels good. I know some people are getting I know there are plenty of people that are maybe looking for something a bit new, especially because we've had the 5 games doing it, and Metaphor also used press turn. So I get some people like, can we get something else in here? Which I agree. I just hope they come up with something that's a little bit more interesting than Soul Hackers 2. Which, you know, I tend to make fun of it a little bit on streams just because I found it to be relatively disappointing from what very little I ended up playing on it. Mostly it's my way of coping with the fact that all the designs in that whip ass, but the gameplay and the dungeon design seems to be pretty rough. You know, make it look bad, because otherwise it'll make me feel more sad about Ringo being in a game that doesn't feel as good as I would want it to be. But I'm always down for them trying out some, perhaps some different experimentation with combat stuff. But that said, you throw a press turn thing at me, I'm like, I ain't gonna say no. It feels quite good. thing I'm interested in is if whether or not these other games that they'll be putting out, whether or not they'll take influences from metaphors or restart the battle system. In that game, you'd have the ability to like retry fights just by clicking in a stick, and it would just like re-roll the fight. It would just roll it back to the start, and sometimes you just do that because things went bad immediately, and you're like, let's not even bother. Like, it's over already. But it felt satisfying. I would get like 80% through a fight and go, yeah, it's just not working. Let's re-roll this, see if we can get a better shot at it on the flip side. Overall, it just kind of felt generally like more convenient. There is always like a conversation to be had on like the removal of like friction in certain games and whether or not certain things are making games too easy necessarily. But I feel like I'm always down with turn-based games from typically Atlus's catalog. I'm totally cool with them like being really fucking evil with how they balance things, because I feel like the trade-off for it is that they usually make it pretty easy to get back and get in there. I say even that being said, some of the stuff here is kind of rough. You got to remember to save. Sometimes it always throws me through a loop where I'm like, oh, I forgot, and then I lose 25 minutes, which has happened at least twice in this Let's Play so far.
Oh.
I'm the goddess of the harvest, Demeter. Right now, Tokyo is a barren wasteland, but one day I shall turn it into a verdant land of harvest and abundance. When the time comes, I would like you to know I may call upon you. That's great. That's great, lady. Good for you. I think she was first introduced in Shin Megami Tensei Deep Strange Journey, or as it's known in the West, Strange Journey Redux. I got 3DS homebrew working, so I was grabbing copies of the Megaten catalog again, because I only had it on my normal regular 3DS that still kind of works. It's gone through a beating. I got it secondhand, like a year after the 3DS's launch, I think. A year and a half. Mario Kart was at least out at the time. And I got 3DS capture stuff installed for it, mainly for like Smash, and at the time, like, if you want some good stuff for like JRPG stuff, 3DS was kind of like the spot for like a lot of good ones. So I ended up getting it for that. And it feels good to have upgraded to the new 3DS XL. It makes me no longer hate the 3DS as a platform. I gotta be honest here. When you go through the entire life cycle of the 3DS on the launch model with a capture board installed that all it does is bulk up a thing that's already not particularly comfortable, I feel like I'm becoming rich and ritzy with this thing now. That said, I feel like the 2DS XL is like the apex predator here.
Use what I've learned to save everyone who was taken.
That's great, man.
So let me handle this. I'm gonna keep looking around over here.
I'll let you handle the fairy village. That's great. Now, if you'll excuse...
I've decided, so I'm gonna keep...
Okay, so they're not gonna let me go any further, which means I cannot unlock the next ley line. I'm gonna have to do what he said and leave it to him. Fair enough. Shinagawa is one of the more interesting zones because it has the fairy village stuff. There's an entirely separate biome, but not as big. And they don't let you finish up Shinagawa, which is an interesting approach, I guess, and like splitting it up a little bit. Making it so the game feels a little bit different, a little less formulaic in how it presents its stuff. There's still a lot of samey, like, you go to this area, that a lot of games can hit up. But there's a nice bit of dynamism to this. Alright, let's go. Anyway, I hope people have been enjoying this episode. Let's get to something a bit more pleasing to the eyes. Very nice, Teruke. Oh, sorry to pop up so suddenly. Seeing you fly down from the cliff just filled me with so much joy. In our language, jumping around all nimble-like is called terika. Hard to believe it with my height, I know, but I managed a high terika or two when I was your age. Oh, thanks for the show, Sonny. Here's a little something for you. If your travels got too rough, jumping like you did just now might put more pep in your step. The demon left. And here we are in the gorgeous vibes of the fairy forest, which is not a massive area, but it's got it's got a little bit of heft. Definitely a way that we can, you know, change up the scenery here. The like ethereal light that comes from this is really nice. This is one of the areas that I feel like really failed on the Switch, just in terms of like the graininess of that. But here it looks quite nice. Be able to bring it together pretty nicely. Anyway, we're talking about like 3DS stuff. Yeah. So I've been collecting the Mega 10 stuff on 3DS. I'm considering whether or not I'm gonna replay any of it soon or not. I kind of would I burn out? Perhaps. It depends. Not entirely sure. I feel like I don't burn out particularly often by binging a lot of stuff. I don't have any plans on Let's Playing an additional Mega 10 game soon, unless an entirely new one came out. Nothing that's... these games are just like, it's like popping bubble wrap for me. I'm just always fucking excited to dig in. I almost ended up replaying one of the I was like close to like replaying one of the games in the 4 series, like either 4 or 4 Apocalypse recently. And then the idea of getting back into Let's Playing came up. Went through a couple of games in terms of ideas. I think we talked about this in the first episode. But I did a couple of things as test recordings, and one of them was like, one of them was Shadow Generations, which I thought would be good because it's short, but I found that generally it wasn't exactly the type of thing that I Let's Played before. I'm my hardest critic. Even when I was doing LPs on this thing regularly back in the day and throughout the 2010s, I would start projects they would not release. They would not release in any way at all, and I went, this does not fit for me perfectly. It just came out to feel like, I was like, I don't know if this is hitting exactly. So sometimes you gotta go with what you know. And I went, I hadn't played this for the channel, so this makes sense. That said, I did do it for streams, but I feel like video is way different, especially because I can get a little bit of space from it. And I also like the idea of being able to play it off screen and like get things more prepared. So there's way less downtime here than watching me lick all the walls of the area picking up stuff. There's a beautiful spring over in Onarimon in Minato. It's a marvelous spot. My friend Anahita is fond of it. But this demon has been showing up there lately. She can be a bit frightening. Or austere, I suppose. Hard to relax when she's around. Wonder if she's the haughty demon that Anahita mentioned before. Comfortable interacting with people like that one-on-one, isn't it? We have been to that area before when we fought her for the mermaid curse. Kind of figuring out when I'm gonna land this episode, because we're already past our usual amount. But I felt like we should make up a little bit of progress because of last episode, but we're about almost done.
Everyone, have you seen Miyazu?
Miyazu? You mean she's not here?
No sign of her. I met someone named Fion who apparently rescued a lot of the students, but Miyazu wasn't among them. I was hoping you might have found her. Sounds like I was a fool to get my hopes up. After all Miyazu's already gone through. Why is this happening to her? Why did she have to live in such a goddamn broken world?
Broken? What do you mean, Yuzuru?
Our world is unfair by design. If we really were created by some all-loving God, why didn't he give all people an equal chance at happiness?
I like how she was shocked. What do you mean broken? Are you aware of the world we live in? A war between demons and God erupted and destroyed the world. And God had to create a simulated, like, recreation of Tokyo. And we're going through apocalyptic locations. She's like, I don't know what you mean by broken world, really. Like,
Innocent people get born into pain they can't escape and don't deserve. What do you call that but proof that our world's fundamentally broken?
also, he's totally right here. Like, we've had this speech in massive amounts of media of, okay, the God of the world, you know, like, I wish that everyone wasn't hurting. And if there's some higher power, how did it allow this to happen? You see it in fantasy media, you see it in grounded media, like, that's more realistic in tone. Because it's like, why do these things have to happen? Unfortunately, this is where this dude talks to a god constantly. And demons. So he gets to be like, yeah, why do they all suck? Like, I can see them. They have faces. Sometimes they're golden heads that float in space. Like, this is the point where it's like you're the most justified in going, why are you so fucking horrible and evil?
I guess that's one way to look at all this.
This is one way to look at this. He's pretty fucking justified.
So, are you going to keep looking for your sister?
Yes, of course. I need to get back to the search.
So, what's your plan?
If Miyazu's not here, we don't have much reason to stay either. But what if Asheth comes here for the students? Does this place have a leader? We should go warn them. We can spare the time. Yeah, at the very least, let them know that freaky claw lady could appear at any moment. Anyway, this gets to be a calm, like, base-like area. It's still got demons worth fighting, but it's a little bit more peaceful the early chunk here. What am I at? Level 36? Let's see if we can fuse something, and then we can get out of here. KZB like, let me see if I can fuse something. Hits the entirely wrong part of the menu. Welcome to the world of shadows, where demons gather. Let's see. What do we got? Wait! What's in specials? Aha! We have two things we can make. I don't have the money for them. Can't do this to me. Maybe I wanted them. I want this one quite a bit, actually. I think Hellbiker might be fucking awesome. Maybe I have some extra cash on hand. You know what? I don't know if we can do this time. Maybe I can sell stuff. I'm in that mode where I'm like, maybe we should just leave. We're already going too long. Part of Let's Play stuff is that I'm trying to avoid turning it essentially into what we already had with streams, where it's just the videos are too long. I'm fine with it breaking an hour in special cases, but mostly the pocket of about 50 minutes, 45 to 55, I think is pretty good. All right, we'll end here. We'll heal up and we'll get out of here. I will admit, I may have recorded this entire episode while pretty stoned, but it was because I really wanted to get another episode in here, because we did a lot of training and stuff, and also I'm cognizant enough to, like, put out a video. Not that much of a problem. It's like when I'm stoned, it means I can only focus on basically one thing at a time. Granted, it slurs my speech a little bit, but aside from that, we're in a pretty good spot. Anyway, next time we'll explore the fairy village. There are many people to talk to, many quests to do, many pickups to get. See if we can get powered up a little bit, and we should maybe be able to finish Shinagawa as a region in the next episode. I don't remember how much time we spend in the fairy village in terms of stuff, but I feel like we might be able to do it. If not, it'll be the episode afterward. Thank you so much for watching, and check out these credits. Consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and pledging to Patreon so I'm not in financial ruin. Alright, see you later. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for watching the video. Your support means the world, whether it's just watching the video, giving a like, or a comment, talking to people about it, or through the greatest form of support, money. That's right, patreon.com/KZExcellent. You're seeing names scrolling across the screen. These are all my active patrons at any level. You get to be burned into the video forever. Additionally, I would like to give special shout outs to anybody at the $20 a month or above, like, patron tier. And we've got 3 of them here. We got a new one as well. Shoutouts to Juicefrost, as well as longtime patrons Chris C. and WTF Spider-Man. If you want these videos to continue to happen while I can still afford to, like, eat, survive, and take the time to play really long RPGs, consider supporting at patreon.com/KZExcellent. Anyway, here's an end card.